Took special note to mention briefly that a tool like a hammer can perform tasks other than hammering in a nail or pulling it out. It seems that even from an essentialist viewpoint of seeing tools as designed for specific uses, that it cannot be denied that the creative monkey which designed those tools is bound to use it in multiple other ways. It seems more and more that the most successful, the most popular, the most powerful, the most useful tools are being used in ways that their designer could never have envisaged. But this is not a bastardization of these tools. In fact, it is this creative use of the tools which makes them more powerful tools than in their designed use. As a result, we see more and more recently that the most successful tools are those designed to give the user more power to define their use of the tool. If we follow this trajectory, we might conclude that the most perfect tool is one which leaves itself open for infinite uses. We may find in the future that our tools are open to so many uses that we need some help in making the most of them. The best tools at this point will be the ones which help the user to uncover new uses of the tool itself. I think of what many refer to as God as simply the sum of everything in existence, or the universe itself. You propose that if God designed us as a tool, this gives us a specific purpose and thus meaning to our lives, but that this describes a God which is not omnipotent, seeing as he cannot get the job done all on his own. You propose the alternative is an omnipotent God who has no use for us, and thus our lives are meaningless. It seems to me a human being is not the kind of hammer which is designed for the specific purpose of hammering in nails. It seems rather that the human being is the kind of hammer which walks around and finds new ways of putting itself to good use. The best life is not one with a preordained purpose, just as the best tool is not one with a preordained purpose. But this in no way means that our lives are devoid of purpose and meaning. We have the ability to create our own purposes. We have the ability to create new purposes. We have the ability to create new meanings in the universe. It is a mistake to see ourselves as a separate extension of God. Whether we view God as the whole of the universe or as a distinct metaphysical entity, we must agree nonetheless that we are a part of God. Thus, it doesn't make sense to say that God created us to do work that he could not do himself, for we are a part of God, therefore he is doing the work. Put this way, we are that part of God, or that part of the universe, which is creating new meanings in the universe. The quintessential modern crisis of the search for meaning after the collapse of tradition is now drawing to a close. While the modernist still sees no distinction between the nihilist and the postmodernist, the reality of this situation is that, while for the nihilist the denial of absolute meaning leaves no meaning, for the postmodernist the denial of absolute meaning leaves the joy of infinite meaning.